Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, support the channel. We really appreciate it. Uh, Wanted to get your thoughts on this. Looks like after all the buzz regarding the rumored return of Rush with a new drummer, it appears Alex has put the kibosh on the whole thing. So apparently Eddie Trunk, he took a break from talking to Ace Frehley and Michael Schenker, and managed to fit Alex Lifeson into his busy schedule. He just barely edged out Rick Emmett from Triumph, actually, but Alex did come on the show, and I mean, what else were they going to talk about? Of course, Eddie had to ask about the recent rumors regarding Rush, getting a new drummer, and unfortunately, or well, I'm a bit neutral on the news, really. Even though I do love Rush, let me make that clear. But depending on how you look at it, Alex either he was bringing us back to reality, or he was kind of raining on everyone's parade. But he says, "quote After 40 years of touring, I'm not interested in touring anymore." And he goes on to talk about, how he doesn't want to be away from his family. He's 70 years old, um, that whole thing. I mean, this is kind of what we all knew deep down, except for maybe the biggest, most deluded Rush fanboys. Of course, don't get me wrong, I'd be happy to eat my words later. I mean, hell, I'll go see him with fucking I don't know, the Nickelback's drummer or something. I mean, if the guy can play the parts, I doubt he can, but who knows. But Alex does keep things open, saying it's possible, but also like kind of not really. Like he mentions he could possibly jam with Geddy Lee and like write something, but like he's definitely saying no to a tour, but it's like a Canadian no, you know. But I mean, thing is, man, even when I was like slightly entertaining the idea of a Rush 2.0 thing, I mean, there's really two elephants in the room here. I mean, Alex is 70 years old, and he's had arthritis for years. And the other one, Getty, is also 70 years old. And, this is the other elephant in the room is his voice is probably not in top notch shape. I mean, I saw Rush, several times. I mean, he was sounding not amazing, let's just say, even in like 2010, So, I mean, that's no problem for a new record. I mean, his voice sounds fine on, Clockwork Angels because, I mean, they have, the huge modern brick walled ass production, make anybody sound better than they really sound. But honestly, I think most Rush fans really just want to see them go out there, tour, play Xanadu, Hemispheres, or, maybe you want to see them do Taishan and Open Secrets. I mean, hell, hey, I like Hold Your Fire. But anyway, most people just seem to be wanting a tour more so than a new album, which would probably sound about like, I mean, really Rush stylistically. I mean, Vapor Trails, Snakes and Arrows, Clockwork Angels, they're all kind of, even Counterparts and Test for Echo is like kind of where modern Rush starts. They don't really leave that era, whereas used to, like, Rush in 1978 sound totally different from Rush in 1981 and 1984, and so on and so on, until, that stopped happening. But, Alex did seem to struggle with his playing at times in the 2010s. It's like he was starting to lose his dexterity a bit. I mean, I remember in the Rush community, people were kind of making excuses for him as if it was like some sort of stylistic choice on his part. But here's the thing. I mean, since when did Rush improvise and just like kind of fuck up parts randomly, like Fish or something? They don't. Alex had arthritis. But I mean, he was still out there giving it his all. And I mean, even Alex on a bad day plays better than the vast, vast, vast majority of of people out there. But I mean, compared to footage of a guy like Alan Holdsworth, he was like 10 years older than Alex almost, but he didn't really seem to lose any dexterity. Or Steve Morse, he's the same age as Alex, I believe. But I mean, hell, man, I saw him with Deep Purple uh, once actually. And I mean, Steve Morse plays about the same way he did when he was, 25. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe. Do you think Alex is just messing with us, and they're actually gonna announce the tour dates and the new drummer tomorrow? Do you think Rush is the worst band ever? Let us know. Subscribe, and thank you.